Hi Northwing. I hope you've had a really good weekend. The sun has been amazing, hasn't it? And did you do anything nice for VE Day on Friday? Did you decorate your house with red, white and blue? I went for a bike ride around the village of Cliff and I saw lots of houses decorated. So it's all sounded lovely. We decorated our house and had a little afternoon tea as well. Right, this week's story is Elmer. Now, what type of animal is Elmer? Yeah, he's an elephant. Now, when we read the story this week, we're going to be doing some thinking about feelings. You completed a piece of work last week about Mabel. Do you remember? Did you see the pictures of her? And you wrote sentences to think about how she was feeling in all those different pictures. And some of your ideas were really good, so well done for doing that. Now, Elmer goes through some different feelings in this story, so we'll have a think about them as we read it. So here we go. Here's the story of Elmer. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall or fat or thin. Elephants like this, that or the other, all different but all happy and all the same colour. All that is, except for Elmer. Elmer was different. Elmer was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. Elmer was not elephant colour. But he looks happy, doesn't he? It was Elmer who kept all the elephants happy. Sometimes he joked with the other elephants. Sometimes they joked with him. But if there was even a little smile, it was usually Elmer that had started it. What an amazing elephant to have in the herd. One night, Elmer couldn't sleep for thinking. And the think that he was thinking was that he was tired of being different. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant? He thought. No wonder they laugh at me. In the morning, before the others were really awake, Elmer slipped quietly away, unnoticed. It's a little bit sad that the other elephants were laughing at him though, isn't it? Why were they laughing at him? Because he looked a bit different. Do you think that's kind? It's not really, is it? As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. They always said, "Good morning, Elmer." Each time, Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning." Can you see all the different animals here? Look, what can we see? Lion. What else can you see? Zebra, crocodile. Lots of different animals in the jungle. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for. A large bush. A large bush covered with berries. A large bush covered with elephant-coloured berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it so that all the berries fell onto the ground. What do you think he's going to do with the elephant-coloured berries? Once the ground was covered in berries, Elmer lay down and rolled over and over, this way and that, and back again. Then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over, covering himself with berry juice until there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. When he had finished, Elmer looked like any other elephant. Look, can you see? He's covering himself up with all the berry juice. Oh my goodness, look. He looks like the other elephants, doesn't he? After that, Elmer set off back to the herd. On the way, he passed the other animals again. This time, each one said to him, "Good morning, elephant." And each time Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning," pleased that he wasn't recognised. So even the animals don't realise it's him anymore because he looks the same as everyone else. And there he is, look. When Elmer rejoined the other elephants, they were all standing quietly. None of them noticed Elmer as he worked his way into the middle of the herd. We can only spot him, look, because he's got his eyes open. He looks the same as all the other elephants, doesn't he? After a while, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle. Same old bright sky. Same old rain cloud that came over from time to time. And lastly, same old elephants. Elmer looked at them. Look, can you see them all? The elephants were standing absolutely still. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. The more he looked at the serious, silent, still standing elephants, the more he wanted to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk and at the top of his voice he shouted, "Boo!" Look at the elephants' faces. He might have made himself look the same as them, but he's not changed, has he? He's still the same old Elmer. The elephants jumped and fell in all ways in surprise. "Oh my gosh and golly," they said, and then saw Elmer, helpless with laughter. Look at him, he's laughing in the middle. "Elmer," they said. "It must be Elmer." Then the other elephants laughed too, as they had never laughed before. He's set them all off laughing now, hasn't he? As they laughed, the rain cloud burst, and when the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. The elephants still laughed as Elmer was washed back to normal. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant, "you've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. It didn't take you long to show your true colours." "We must celebrate this day every year," said another. "This will be Elmer's Day. All elephants must decorate themselves, and Elmer will decorate himself elephant colour." And look, they're all falling about laughing because they think that what Elmer did was so funny. So that is exactly what the elephants do. On one day a year, they decorate themselves and parade. On that day, if you happen to see an elephant, ordinary elephant colour, you will know that it must be Elmer. So all the other elephants have decorated themselves with amazing patterns. And look, this is Elmer. He's made himself look like an elephant, like the other elephants again. And that's the end. So Elmer had lots of feelings all the way through that. He was quite confused at the beginning, wasn't he? Because he felt like he wanted to be like everybody else. He didn't want to stand out anymore. So he tried to change himself. But actually, nobody wanted him to change. They liked him how he was, didn't they? They liked him the way he was. They all wanted to be like him because they all change themselves on that one day a year, don't they? So, a really lovely story. Now, one of your activities this week is to decorate your own elephant. So you will find in your pack that you've got an outline of an elephant, and you are going to imagine that you are an elephant on Elmer's Day and you're going to join in the parade. How are you going to decorate yourself? Okay, so there's some ideas on here, but I think some of you will have some fantastic ideas for patterns that you can use. Patterns are another focus this week, so you'll find yourself doing quite a bit of patterns work, and I'm really looking forward to seeing everything that you send me. Okay, so have a good week. I'll see you for the handwriting on Elmer activity on Tuesday, and keep sending me everything that you do, won't you? See you soon, guys.